What's going on, guys? So we got the intercooler in for the minivan. We're going to be taking off the front bumper today and trying to get this thing fitted up and mounted. This is what I was talking about. It's a dual back door. I think they call this one like a V-mount. This one's off CX Racing. It's kind of small, but it's also really thick, so I think it'll work really well. It'll fit in there nice. So I'm actually really liking it. It's the bar and plate, so it's not the tube and fin. It is the better design. This was like 150 bucks. But yeah, I actually really like this intercooler. It should work good. It has 2.5-inch inlets and outlets. We're gonna be maybe changing those up. We'll see, I'll get into that once we get to the intercooler piping. But yeah, we got the intercooler in. Unfortunately, we did not get the wastegate just yet, so we're not gonna be able to do that until, you know, tomorrow or whenever it comes. But we also got the oil sandwich plate so we can do the oil feed. And we have the oil feed line right here to the turbo with the restrictor on it. And we also have the blow-off valve. I'm not sure if we showed this yet, but this is just the tile replica, but the eBay version, like 50 bucks. So we're gonna be using that. And yeah, we also got some intercooler piping. This is 3-inch, we'll be going into that later once we get that far. But yeah, for now we're gonna be pulling off the front bumper and trying to get the intercooler mounted where we want it. I don't know what that was, something just flew across the garage. Finally. Don't need that junk no more.
She looks so naked.
Oh yeah, now it looks like it's turned into a race car.
She has no face.
Okay, so we got the intercooler just resting in place right now, and it fits really good. It was like almost made for an Odyssey. I think on the CX Racing page, it actually said this was for like an RX-7, but I think it's better for an Odyssey, honestly. It fits perfect in there. So the end tanks line up perfectly, like with where they need to go. If you look right here, that's just gonna be a straight shot up into the intake. And then on this side, it's gonna be a straight shot right to the turbo. That's like super easy, and it clears the hood latch right here, no problems. And yeah, I'm really liking how that looks. We also took the power steering cooler all the way off, so we just have it looped around right there for now, so we can test fit the bumper because we haven't tried that yet. But I'm liking how that fits. I think we're gonna have to trim it a little bit down here because I would like the intercooler to come up a tad so we can like get the couplers on a little easier because it does sit really close. But because of this latch being here, we're not gonna be able to go up hardly at all. But there's like this little lip of metal that I think we're just gonna trim out and then we'll be good. So then we'll probably just make some tabs coming off this bottom piece and that should be really straightforward. Let's see, I get that side good.
It's there.
Yeah, it's hitting a little bit, but dude.
Like barely
It
anything.
works, it
like
works.
it's lined up really good right here. Like it's barely
Lined up right there. Let's see. Oh, dude. Dude, holy crap. Dude, look how perfect that fits. Dude, the bottom lip of the bumper fits right under it.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
That's
Dude,
perfect.
it fits perfect.
We just gotta
Like
shave
crazy
a little bit
perfect.
off.
Look at it right here. That's literally as big as it can get without like messing anything up.
If anything, we could just
Like I don't
honestly
even
hold it on.
think you need to trim the bumper.
Yeah.
We could put it on like that. It's just barely hitting, I think, up here a little bit. But dude, that's perfect. Oh yeah, that's sweet. So dude, you like can't even see it either. It's gonna be so sleeper. So yeah, let's make some tabs. We'll get it welded up. Get the intercooler in place, and then I guess we can see how we're gonna do the piping. But yeah, I'm really liking that intercooler. That's sick.
So
that looks
sick,
so
dude.
sweet, dude.
It's freaking huge.
Had to run to Home Depot real quick. We're low on metal. We gotta get some flat stock for the intercooler. I don't think we need that much though. This stuff right here will work. We get some 1-inch. Oh yeah, get that beefy stuff.
That thick stuff, bro.
That thick metal. Actually, I don't know if we need it that thick.
It's pretty.
Yeah, no, we need it. We need it that thick. Don't need this thing coming off.
It's too overkill.
What, you think that's too much?
That's pretty thick.
What is this? That's like more. This is 1/4 inch.
I don't know.
I think it'll be alright.
Fuck it.
We're going 1/4 inch. Alright, so we got the mounts made for the intercooler. So what I did was I took that 1/4 inch steel that we got from Home Depot. It was 1 inch wide, and I cut a couple strips of that out, and then I welded those to this part right here because this stuff is pretty thin. So I welded that all the way around right there just to help give it some more support. And then from there we made 2 little tabs coming off of each of those, and then those are fully welded on, and then we just have the holes drilled for the intercooler where we want it. So yeah, I thought I would add these just because they would help, you know, reinforce it, and yeah, they definitely helped a lot because then I was able to weld these tabs right here like really hot since they actually had something to grab onto. But yeah, those came out pretty good. We're gonna throw the intercooler on real quick, and yeah, we did cut this notch out right here as well earlier because I do want it a little more over to the left than it would allow. So we got this cut out, and I think I'm gonna go back over this and weld it later and grind that flat because it would just look a little nicer to do that. But I wanted it to come over to the left so that the intercooler pipe would have a straight shot where I want it to go and not like run into the distributor. So we'll show that once I get the intercooler on there. And yeah, let's get it hung up real quick. It lines up really good. So it's not perfectly centered, but it's just like slightly off to the left. But it still looks really good. Oh yeah, it's not going nowhere. I also put my full weight on those tabs earlier. Those are not gonna go anywhere. Those are really strong. So yeah, it'll be good right there. Yeah, like that's not breaking. I don't think we're gonna have any mounts on the top. I usually don't. Like my hatch doesn't have any, or the wagon. I usually just do the 2 mounts on the bottom, and then once we get the intercooler pipes fitted on there, those also help hold the intercooler in place. So I never run the top ones, and I don't think we need to on this because those are beefy. So yeah, I guess let's check, see how this bumper fits. We cut out these 2 little tabs that were right here. They kind of stuck out, and I think those were hitting on it before. But gonna see if it fits now. That's all we cut. There's still a lot of the OEM plastic in there, so we might have to cut some more. All right, so we got the bumper on, and it fits really good. So it just barely hits like right down here, but not enough for me to really worry about it at all. I might just trim it right down here barely where the mounts are. Just like put a couple notches on the bumper so it can like slide past the mounts because it's just barely getting caught up on those. But the bumper fits really good for how big that intercooler is. And yeah, you can't even tell it's on. Let me shut the hood real quick. So this thing's gonna be sleeper as hell. You can't see anything. You have to look for the intercooler to see it. I mean, we need to show it like during the daylight. But yeah, it looks really good.
It's peeking.
My voice just like went away for a second. But yeah, it fits really good. I'm stoked. But we didn't get really as far as we wanted to tonight. We're still missing the wastegate, so hopefully that comes in tomorrow. I was gonna put the oil sandwich plate on and do the feed and stuff, but I think we'll just do that tomorrow. I also need to get the fitting for the oil return. We still need to pull the pan off and weld the bung on and do all the intercooler piping as well. We actually spent a lot of time getting this intercooler mounted. But yeah, we also found some pieces of intercooler piping laying around. We're kind of showing how we're gonna do the intercooler piping. It actually is probably gonna be really easy. So we already have some couplers right up here. We're just gonna do 3-inch on this whole side right here. So just a 90 will come off there, and then like a 45 to another 45. And then that will go right down in there, and that should work pretty good. And then this side is like super easy. I literally don't have to weld anything. I have to make 1 cut on a 2.5-inch piece of aluminum, and then we're just gonna have 2 90s, and the turbo lines up perfect with the intercooler. I've never had it like just work that easy. So that side's gonna be simple, and then this side shouldn't be too bad. We'll get that welded out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm definitely really happy with that intercooler fit up. And then we also need to get a new upper radiator hose because we had to move the radiator over, and this one is just a little too short. So we'll probably be picking up one of those as well. But I would like to have this thing ready to go by tomorrow. So we'll see what we can do. We still need to put the injectors in and also run a down pipe. Just probably have it, you know, open down pipe just to the ground somewhere for now. But yeah, it's looking really good so far. So we made a lot of progress today, even though I thought we were gonna do more. I'm really happy with how that intercooler is looking. And I think real quick before we are done for tonight, I'm gonna pull the intercooler back off and spray paint over where we welded and just paint that black just to keep it from rusting, and then throw everything back together tomorrow. But yeah, she's getting there, guys. Dude, it looks so good. Does it not? Tell me not that that looks badass.
Dude, that looks badass.
We need to take this off though. This like fender liner's kind of coming out.
Yeah.
So we need to get rid of that, and then this like air box over here is a little ugly. So we'll get rid of that.
Gross. This one good.
Yeah, no, that's pretty nasty. But dude, just look at that thing. Look at the intercooler,
Would
dude.
you just look at it?
Would you just look at it? I can't get over this right now. Like, it looks so funny. Look at this.
Dude,
Just a fat intercooler on the minivan, dude.
Look at that.
Dude. Oh my
go.
gosh. I'm just like so happy to finally see it coming together. It's like, it's about to make some boost within the next couple days.
Yeah, for sure.
It's about to go down. I wish we had more time to work on it today, because we could have got it going probably today if we tried hard enough, but we were slacking. Get a pic of this.
Oh, dang. This is a big.
Instagram saw it first, so go follow that at Boostedboiz. Ooh, yeah. Let's post that real quick. Dude. Oh, I just want to see it ripping now. Tomorrow. We're going to get her done tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just not sure how we're going to do the downpipe. That might be a little tricky, though.
Say roll with no hood,
We're
bro.
tight on space. Yeah, I might just take the up pipe off my hatch, just take the hood off. Just mob it.
Yep.
If I have to, I'm going to do it.
It's gonna happen. Most likely.
But
It's gonna
I
happen.
think we'll be able to find something. I'll probably just route it like down through there. And we still need to take the exhaust off because it's just dragging on the ground.
Bro, let it drag.
Let it drag.
It's like, we need that gone. Weight reduction.
Alright, I was going to weld this up, but I decided it's not really that important. So we're just going to paint over it. Alright, well that's as far as we're going to get on the van tonight. Like I said, hopefully we're going to try to have it up and running tomorrow. It just depends if we get that wastegate in or not. If we don't get that, then unfortunately we'll have to wait another day. But hopefully we can get that in, and if we don't, we're still going to try to get everything else that we need done. And I wanted to get more done today, but we still got pretty far on it right now. We're just still letting the paint dry. But the intercooler is ready to go. We just got to do the piping, and I think I already mentioned everything else. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to stay tuned for more on this van because it's going to be up and running real soon.